You ever seen one of these smart digital multimeters? I'm sure you've seen one of these traditional multimeters, the one where you get to decide what it is you're looking for. Amperage, AC, DC, voltage, resistance. But you know, a lot of people get confused with these multimeters. They have no idea what it is all these symbols mean and what all these numbers actually mean. But they're watching YouTube videos and they're like, yeah, check the resistance. And they're like, well, what is that? And that's why they've got these smart multimeters now that kind of takes a good guess at what it is you're trying to evaluate. And I'm going to show you that right now. So for example, let's say we're looking for an open or a closed circuit. Now, normally you would come over here on your traditional one and you'd put it over here and you'd listen for that beep tone when the two leads connect. Well, if I do it here, it's on auto and I just touch the two leads and it knows that I've got a closed circuit. Now, what if I'm trying to check amperage or voltage? How do I do that? Well, on here, you'd have to decide, is it AC or DC? And what is the intended voltage? Is it 200? Is it 100? Now, this takes the guessing out of it for you. Let's say I've got my Milwaukee M18, so I should have 18 volts roughly. So if I put my positive lead on here and my negative lead on here, bam, 18 volts. It automatically knew what it is I was trying to do. Let's try that again. Boom, 18 volts. It also tells you that it's DC voltage, and it also tells you a temperature coming off of the probe, which is pretty cool. Now, what if you wanted to look at amperage? You're like, well, it's only showing me volts. You can manually change that. You can hit the red button here, and you can switch through and toggle through all the different options. But this is going to take its best guess as to what it is you're trying to do. Now, let's say I'm looking for amperage. So I moved it here to the amperage, and then it's telling me lead. So it's telling me that my red lead is in the wrong spot. I need to move it over, and I have to decide if I want milliamps or amps. Let's check it out. We've got a Duracell battery, in and in. And we've got 328 milliamps. So it's pretty cool. It knows what you are trying to do. It takes the guessing out of this guy.